Swag Wanted Podcast.
It's the sneaky report. It's sneaky. It's the sneaky report. It's sneaky. Yeah. My thing is, we gotta get to the questions of certain people that want to know, man. They want to know. They want to know, like, his is snatching guys, Ani ripping their chest open, like, they like, God damn, what's going on with this? Like, so recently, what's the recent honor that's been snatched, man?
Mikey Flea.
Not the boy Mikey T, man.
Mikey Flea.
Not Mikey.
And I'm going to tell you why, because I don't want people to ever get anything screwed about who I'm going through anything with, because I'm not going through anything that's serious where I would smoke this guy or try to harm this guy. What I don't understand is that when honor is being shown to our loved ones, I'll never see them a part of the honor. And I feel like that, although these brothers don't need no help from anybody, a loss of parent with the dollar and their own family got them. But I feel like once you start using the tactic of our brother Ab's name in every video, it bothers me. Because it shows me you want to drag it and you just want to earn, and it's no love there. It's not genuine. Genuineness is me knowing and being able to get any story I want to give or talk about and not doing it. I can give up it. I can tell you 1,000,001 positive avenues or talks or conversations or us just laughing and, bitten. But I don't feel like that's something that I want to air out to the people because it's genuine. Something we keep in our hearts. When I see them people who start doing that, I get bothered by it. So I'm not coming as a bully. I don't want people to think that. I'm coming as to say, yo, let's relax. And when I see an individual that can't relax, I know they're not of it. And what they begin to do, especially people of a different nationality, sometimes they get the point messed up that we understand that where their nationality is. And they love their people. And it's nothing about our people. And we miss that about ourselves and them also. Everybody have their own understanding and their group, right? Well, love our group the same way. Shoot our group the same love, because at the end of the day, just a hello or goodbye in a positive manner without it being from an email or on here would be more better. You know what I mean?
Right, hands on.
We don't want to get information from individuals or talk just to bring it here. I don't want to have a conversation with Fat Boy and then bring it here. Yeah, me and Ab had a nice conversation. This is what we talked about. These conversations are intimate. They're honor. They're like, yo, we don't have to conversate with these guys. But he still do, and they don't have the understanding of the entertainment part. It's not every day, all day, man. You know what I mean? So that's more or less it. But that was an honor that I snatched that had nothing to do with being a rat or a pedophile, even though I don't like some of his hittings with how he puts the notorious person or that person. I don't like that, you know what I mean? Because it's all a gimmick. But at the end of the day, what I start to understand is that I feel like that Mutt Alpo honor is the only honor that I can always nail and hit it right there, because it relates to our community. It relates to what's going on around the block. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that relates to every nationality of people or individual. Not every friend is killing a friend. They talk about black on black crime. I'm not here to talk about that, because God made it available for every human being to able to kill any other human being. It don't matter. So death is promised. But when do we start getting these rats, these pedophiles, the ones who keep individuals in jail? Nicky Barnes. I would love to go to the grave and pull him out and swing him around and throw him on the moon. You know why? Took Guy Fisher life from me. Here's Guy Fisher home now after all these years in prison. He's finally home. Do you imagine the things he go through daily with himself? He probably locked himself in a room and cried because he can't work this or that. But he's so strong of a man, it might not be an outlier crowd, but just damn, I'm frustrated. I'm tired of having to work with this. because I don't know how to. But guess what? He still elevated his mind to a doctor. He's the number one individual that I would say that I would want our children to be like. Nicky Barnes called it a counsel. He said, I had no understanding of a counsel until that man found out I had sex with a woman that was a mistress of his. I don't understand why I'm here. I own a parlor. I have money coming from legal businesses, but yet y'all treat me like I'm some type of mutt. Throw him away. He said, there's no counsel. And you take the information from a guy who was the one who said he was head of the council. You're going to take, in a court of law, in a state facility, if you go to prison and you're in state court, they're going to say that an individual has to be credible. The only time an individual becomes credible is if that individual was doing what? Pointing the finger at someone else for their responsibility. This is what America is teaching us. Although we understand that we're nothing to them. If we were, we wouldn't probably have to speak on us not having a right, honestly. We don't have a right. We're not even considered a man to them. But everybody want to fight and argue. Y'all missing a big bill. Martin Luther King just got us into a burning bush where we all got jammed up at. Malcolm was trying to pull us out. But a lot of individuals miss the fact that although Malcolm was trying to pull us out, guess what? Malcolm got tainted along with the prophet Elijah, as they call him a prophet in their religion in FOI. What got tainted was their words, the discussions, the disagreements. They were put out as if there was a war against both of them. In order what? To cause the destruction of both of them. So when we start getting an understanding of these things, we start putting it in our hearts as a people and saying, damn, before we even get to the black dollar thing, let's go ahead and let's see what's up with these civil rights, because we ain't in play yet. They counting our vote, but they don't even respect us. You know?
No, real rap. Dang. Yeah, it's like, talk that talk. Yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, man, so it's like, it's a method to his madness, man. His reason for snatching niggas' joints is because of why?
Dishonor. Disloyalty. Being an individual that can't be responsible as a man. These are the things, the qualities your father teaches you. If we had a father around, and my father was around, but he wasn't around. My grandfather was, but he was so old, I really wasn't trying to hear that. I thought I could get it in my own brain. I had to go back and forth to the can, in and out the county, in and out the juvie system, federal, state. I'm not like these other guys that fell under a big, long time sentence. You see what I'm saying? I had family in place, alhamdulillah, that paid for big lawyers for me. I didn't go upstate in the feds and all that till I was later on as an age. I didn't get a dub for no this nonsense or that nonsense, no. Allah always seen me through it all, because I've always been spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been a path, but it always been that door open for me. But when that door open, you got to understand, sometimes we hang ourselves and don't even know we doing it. You're getting hung every time you go home free and you think, oh, we back at it, baby. You're not back at it. You're back to hanging yourself. Only untighten you loose when you get cuffed. That's the only time we get some understanding of what we ain't going to do no more. We got to start self-disciplining now. We got to start doing it ourselves and being strong on that tip. Like, you know what? Nah, because I can't do that no more. I ain't doing it. I'm going to leave it alone. Where's the strength in us as men then? If we don't, that's when the women want to begin to look at it and say, oh, he's weak. He's running around. You see him, druggy boy. He gonna do this all day, night. He weak. I can only offer him some kuka later. She ain't cleaning the cooking. Nah, she ain't cleaning the cooking.
Not the whole kuka, yeah, man?
She ain't gonna give it
Not the kuka, yeah, no.
Man, look.
God damn,
bro,
man.
She ain't gonna give it to you. She ain't gonna wash your dirty drawers.
Right.
None of that. You know
Right.
why? Because what they pride off sometimes is strength. And although they strong as a backbone, but they're not the whole body. They're the backbone, but they're not the whole body. So it gets withering with them. So if you don't stay strong, they begin to break, and they know that. So then they offer, we only offering, we only having fun, we're not doing nothing of good. We ain't praying, we ain't building, we ain't teaching, we just disrespected. You know what I mean? So we got to start giving that in the community more. But
lead,
so much
they follow.
Like Sunday is going to be a big situation where Moss and Vegas has put something together of honor, where good men across the whole city.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful situation. Shout out to them guys.
Come on. But sometimes I think the older guys, and it goes on, I see it out there on Instagram, they know it all. Yeah, the young boy this, the young boy that. Sometimes as an older guy, you have to shut up. My dad used to tell me in school, he said keep your eyes and your ears open and keep your mouth shut. Sometimes you have to tuck and just go to the corner and just listen and pay attention. That leadership is there. As long as the leadership is there. Can't go off of age, too young, too old. You can't go off of those things. When you go off of those things, what ends up happening is you don't learn anything.
At all.
Swag 100 Podcast. Y'all know how we carrying it. Rebranding hip hop culture.